Speaking to Canvey Island manager Danny Heale following today's 2-1 defeat against Dulwich. Danny, back down to earth we come, but not a bad performance. How do you feel after that?
No, performance level was there again. Thought second half especially, I thought we was really, really good. Thought we kept asking questions of them, and another day we get the goal, get the equaliser. But great goal by Glenn Paul from free kick, and we was nice and strong, moved the ball around well, created chances second half, but it weren't to be. Sometimes, whenever we played Dulwich, we never get the rub of the green. Their goalkeeper always has a welding, that was the case today, but we give 2 soft goals away that day, and that's cost us in the end.
It's a big turning point when it was 0-0. Martin Tui threw on goal. Would you just expect him usually to slot that away?
Well, to be honest with you, he's been unbelievable for us so far, and obviously he's unlucky. The keeper done really well, to be fair, but it was 1-on-1. You'd expect him to score that, but he was unlucky second half, and we had 3 or 4 great chances at goal, and the keeper made 3 or 4 great saves. But I was pleased with the performance. I thought on another day we'd get something out of the game, and they're a tough side, Dulwich. They're paying big money out, and we've more than matched them.
So how annoyed are you though that the goals that came against us were pretty scrappy, especially that second?
Yeah, on the back of 2 clean sheets, it's a bit disappointing, but they've defended really well so far this season, especially the last 7 games we've played. And listen, sometimes a defeat might be what you need. Sometimes, obviously, we want to get 3 points every game, but brings us back down to earth. We know we've got to dust ourselves down and go again. But like I keep saying, the performance level was there again today, and on another day we get something. But 2 errors cost us, but we had a bit about us to go and get the goal early in the second half, and we kept asking questions all afternoon from them, especially second half. And like I say, another day goes in, and we get something out of it, but it weren't a beat.
Second half, the response was much better. How happy were you that, especially that Glenn Paul free kick as well?
Yeah, no, great free kick. He's been getting a bit of stick, obviously, because he only scored this season, but that's off his back now. But no, I thought Stokesy and Tui worked really well together. I thought Tam was dangerous on the right, Harrison Chatting on the left. I thought Terrell got in a couple of times as well, and we made probably a good Dulwich side look a bit suspect at the back today. And listen, it's only happened 5 minutes ago, and obviously we've got to get our thoughts together and that. But I thought we was more than good enough today to get something out of the game, but we showed good character to come back again after giving 2 poor goals away. Really, the second one's a clearance, and another day he gets rid of it, and it's ricocheted between his legs, and the boy's got to tap him. But it's a shame. But like I say, if we got rolled over today and they were well better than us, and then you've got issues. But they were no better than us today.
Does it almost hurt more when you lose, when you probably think you should deserve a draw? Does it hurt more than if we would have gone and got rolled over?
To be honest with you, I think the last 7 games, I don't think we've rolled our luck at all. I think we deserved our 7 wins in the last 7 games, but I thought we deserved something today, to be honest with you. But listen, I'm the first person to hold my hands up. It ain't good enough, but that was good enough today to get something out of that.
Do you think, especially in the second half, after we got that goal back, the ball just didn't fall to us in a nice position?
No, it was like their goalkeeper's made 2 or 3 saves where the ball's just flown through it, the body's on him, and he hit him on the chest and bounced to their players. On another day, it bounces to us, and a couple of the forwards get a tap in and that. But listen, they were worried at the end there. Like from about when we got the first goal, that they were worried. They had their backs against the wall for the majority of that second half, and they'd be relieved to get over the line. But listen, we've had a good run, but say we've got Leicester next. We're in Monday night training, and we'll be ready to go again Wednesday.
So did you think towards the end we ran out of steam a little bit after going for it so much throughout the first and second half?
No, to be fair, I thought our fitness levels were good, to be honest with you. I thought we looked more dangerous than them. They sat back and invited us onto them, and I thought we weren't just smashing balls. Hopefully we was patient, and listen, when you're going for it, obviously they're going to try and hit you on the break, but they didn't really punish us as much as you think a Dulwich side would do, especially when we was throwing things at it. But no, listen, they're a good side, Dulwich. They're paying big money out. They've got good management and that, and they're a good club. They're going places, and for us, for where we was at last season to that today, and to come back 2-0 down, people who would have last year maybe buried their heads and got rolled over, but we rolled our sleeves up second half and had more than a go, and like I say, another 10 minutes going on in that game, we probably would have nicked something.
So if we want to be up in this league, high up in the playoff places, how important is it not just to not necessarily win those games, but compete in those games? Unlike when last season we would have perhaps got rolled over 3 or 4-0. How important is it for us to come in and compete and match them?
Yeah, it was a big occasion today. Obviously, it was first v fourth. Obviously, it's very tight up there. I think obviously a few boys have just told me that everyone around us lost today, so I think we're only off a top spot on goal difference. So if we can get a result on Wednesday against Leicester, we'll put us right back in it. And it's nice to be in and around it at the moment. Listen, we know Tunbridge has got games in hand, and there's no people are flying around us as well and that, but we've got points on the board and people have got to catch us now. And so we go Leiston, FA Trophy, then Bognor away. So we've got tough games coming, but them boys in there are good enough to be in and around this at the moment. So we'll dust ourselves down and try and bounce back on Wednesday.
Do you think a similar performance to that today, especially in the second half, will get us something against Leiston on Wednesday?
Yeah, we've got the journey obviously to contend with, and we're going to have to leave here early, about 3 o'clock, 3:30, to make sure we get there on time. But listen, Leiston are a good side. We've got quite a good. We normally do quite well at Leiston, to be honest with you. So hopefully we can carry that on. And it's an exciting game, and these are the games you want to play in. You don't want to be playing mid-table games. We want to be playing. Listen, there's every opportunity that we can go back top on Wednesday if results go our way or whatever. But we need to make sure that we pick up something on Wednesday and keep ourselves in and around it.
Nice one. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, mate.